arts and craft house that's absolutely gorgeous. And her pottery is right next door, so people can come and watch things being made. And then every year they have what they call the pot roast. And what they do is you come in and you buy a pot and it has pot roast inside of it. So you come for dinner and you get to take home the pot with pot roast in it. It's a big fun thing, and it's outdoors and indoors and all over the gallery and everything. So it's a very, very fun thing. That's not them.
No, that's Dana.
Oh, that's Dana. Okay, all right. So now we're going to go to Brenda Griffith, and she's going to tell you about date night.
My name is Brenda Griffith. I have a glass studio in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, let's go ahead and start it now. And our concept for getting people in to our studio is date night. We have a retail space. We don't actually sell our work retail, but we do supplies and teaching, and we are predominantly a production studio. But, wait a minute, they're not, there we go. Huh, this is so much fun. Basically what happens is, last year, times were tough for everybody, and we needed a way of generating more income while our studio sales were down. Classes have long been the bastion of the glass artist, the artist in general, and classes are even down. People were holding on to their money. They didn't want to buy things. They didn't even want to take classes. So we wanted to come up with something creative. How were people spending their money? They were spending their money on entertainment. They were spending their money on unique experiences. If you look at these people, you won't find very much in common from group to group. We have hit upon something in Atlanta that is crossing all demographic boundaries. We have the older, the younger, the gay, the straight, the black, the white, the Asian, the Hispanic. We are hitting every demographic group for people who come in and spend 2 hours, have some wine, have some cheese, and either learn to blow glass, kiln form glass, or torchwork bead make. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the torchwork beads dates in here, and I only put one of the fusing ones in. Glass blowing is the most popular, and I realized this is something that would be challenging for a traditional retail space. Unless you've got an artist who happens to have a portable glass studio, you can't exactly sponsor a function like this. But the point is, you've got a lot of artists, especially those of you who carry whimsical work. How many times have you heard in your spaces, oh, I could make that? No, no. We have, because I work with an artist who takes wire and works with my glass and turns out wire people and sculpture with bits of glass. And people say, well, I could do that. Well, then you sit them down with a piece of wire in their hands and they see exactly how difficult it is. It's not difficult to physically bend the wire. It's difficult to realize a mental image and translate that into a physical reality. So you get people, you get some of your artists to come in and do a date, a class, work with 2 couples, 3 couples, 4 couples. It gets name recognition out there for you. We have date nights. We were doing date nights originally Fridays and Saturdays, 7 and 9. We now do them, and we started December 11th, 2010. We were featured on Fox 5 News locally in March. ESPN had us on before the Chick-fil-A Bowl this year, nationally. Got a little spot on because people hear about it and they come in. You can see we have 2 people dates, 4 people dates. Darren on the right's a cancer survivor, and every year on the anniversary of being cancer-free, he goes out to do something unique. They have been into the studio 3 times since, and they've started collecting our work through the local galleries that do sell our work because they like this experience so much. Anyway, we used to do just the 2 date nights. We are now up to 11 dates a week. Our glass blower is almost full-time at this. We have to hire another glass blower to come in to assist with the date nights. We're up $5,000 a month in revenue just from date night. Date night is not our primary function. It's not our secondary function. It's not our, one of my favorite words, tertiary function, and I don't know the fourth one, but that's what it is. We are predominantly a production studio. We're secondarily a teaching studio. Third, we are a supplies vendor for people who do art glass. I'm a Kiln-Thorne Glass Resource Center for Bullseye Glass. That's what our main focuses, foci, whatever are.
Brenda?
This is last, yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about how you market it?
The marketing, you know, this is one of those other things also. Marketing is not expensive on this. You have in your town, on the web, something called Zvents. It's a free listing service for events. You can go and you can create an event for free. You can pay $20 for the life of your ad, and then you can put pictures up and a movie and everything else. Well, for us, we put date night on, and I won't get into all of the technical why it works that way, but if you put an event up there that recurs, and people click on it to see what's happening, the more clicks you get, just like any search engine, the higher up you come in the search results. They tried to call and sell me a big preferred listing spot on here a couple of months ago, but when we popped it up, the top 5 events in Atlanta were Blue Man Group, Cirque du Soleil, something going on at the Fox Theater, date night, and some other person in. I mean, date night, we can take 2 people at a time. But if you have an event that goes on, you get that many clicks that you show up and people they're looking for something fun to do, and that's how they find us. They go on the internet and they're looking for something fun to do that night, that weekend, for our anniversary, for our birthday, for whatever, and that's how they find you. And if you have an interesting, fun event, it doesn't matter how small it is. And this is an almost free service. We have a Facebook account, we have a lot of friends on Facebook. We don't actually get much walk-in business because they're national, they're international. If I want to target my national or my local market, I am finding, because we have our webpage, we have our Facebook page, we have our Zvents page, and yes, they don't have to pay. You can reserve your spot for the listing, but it does all the same things, and we use vertical response instead of constant contact. I find I like that one a little bit better. You get better newsletters, and you get more flexibility with it. But that's personal preference.